We're here to talk about a new form of activism. Truly, that's the case. From our headquarters in Encino, California, which is Los Angeles. For those of you who live in Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon, don't know geography. But everything changed in this one part of Jewish life, and that is Israelis who came here starting at the turn of the 1950s all the way to the present. There's a new form of Israeli-American, Jewish-American residents. And Los Angeles shines when it comes to this group of active Jews. Never were activists. They became activists. And one of the examples of that, Adam Milstein is with us, who's on the board and a titular head of this organization, one of the real activists in our Jewish community. And I don't mean to single out just because he speaks Hebrew and it makes him different, because he's not different anymore. He's part of our Jewish community, aren't you?
Absolutely. Thank you, Phil, for inviting us and giving me the opportunity to present our organization, the Israeli Leadership Council. The organization was established about 4.5 years ago, and the goal was to reach hundreds of thousands of Israeli Americans that have settled here in Southern California, but were completely disconnected from Jewish life. Our mission was to reach those people and to create an active and giving community of Israel American for the following three mission statements. The first was we wanted to secure our next generation. We have realized that the assimilation, which is Israeli American, far exceed the one of a Jewish American. If Jewish American is sub 50%, Israelis have an assimilation rate of over 60%. And the reason is simple. Israelis do not realize that we live in the diaspora. They don't send their kids to Jewish school. They don't provide their kids with Jewish life. And the kids just roam, and sooner or later, we lose them. So our first goal is to secure our next generation as part of the Jewish people. The second mission statement is to secure the state of Israel, to strengthen the state of Israel, which is the homeland of the Jewish people, and it's so close to us. We want to strengthen Israel by connecting to all the Jewish organizations here and providing more connection to Israel. We want to be actively involved in politics and support politicians that understand the value of Israel to the United States, and we want to use every power that we have in order to strengthen the state of Israel. We also support projects in Israel that strengthen the populations there. And thirdly, our goal is, after we have established an Israeli American community, is take this community and merge it with the Jewish American community for the purpose of having a stronger Jewish community and a community that is more focused on Jewish life and connection to Israel.
Well, obviously, one of the big changes here is that you've always had individuals that are Israelis living in America who have taken leadership, but there was never an organization to bring them together, which is kind of an American thing. I don't see, when I go to Israel, there's organizations, but they're normally political. Here, it's a community organization that you've put the Israelis together. But you don't even really, I'm not sure if you still call yourself Israelis.
Well, you're right. I think that it will be more appropriate to define us as Israeli Americans. We grew up in Israel, most of us served in the army, and our character was galvanized by the time that we served in Israel. But however, today we are American citizens. We have settled here in the United States. We have kids that possibly are married to Jewish Americans, and we have grandkids. And we are here probably for good. We're not talking about being on the suitcases and going back to Israel. Now, there are hundreds of thousands of Israeli Americans just as us in Southern California and all over the United States. That can be a huge power, a strong community that can not only strengthen our next generation, but also strengthen the state of Israel. And we need to activate them and make them a very strong, united community.
We'll continue our conversation with Adam first this time out.